All right, guys, so we turned off the gas, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out why this doesn't heat. The pilot light will stay on, it'll light, but when you turn the thermostat and call for heat, nothing comes on. So more than likely it's a thermopile. Get your channel lock here. This is my crescent wrench, use whatever. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Okay, looks exactly the same. Let's look. Almost exact exact. So I'll unwind this in a minute. Let's leave this here. Shove this here. Just gonna throw this in. Hopefully this is the issue. Tighten her up. Okay, tight. Now here we have two screws for the thermopile, and I'm gonna show you how I undo this. All right, so here we have the two wires. Don't worry about this booklet. This goes to your thermopile. You have 1 and 2. Now, red goes to the middle, the white will go to the left, but don't lose this red wire that is hooked around that loop. So we're gonna pull this out. I'm gonna unwind it carefully in case I need to reuse it, in case this was not the repair, but I have a feeling it was because again, I was only pulling 200 millivolts on the tester, and I'll show you how I tested this because I kind of forgot to do that while it was on and running. You need it to be hot to absorb that millivolt. Energy creates your voltage on this. So energy, as this heats up, it will cause this wire to send 200 millivolts. Really, when this heats up, it's supposed to send 600 millivolts, and then when you call heat, it should drop to like 500. But anything below 500 means failure. So now, I'm gonna undo this. Because I want this to work. And it was white here. Where's my screwdriver? White there. Okay, red wire. Now let's get this white wire in. There we go. Okay, so now it's time to test. Sorry, I just took sections of videos in case my videos ended. Gas on. Pilot here to on. Before I hit this button here, I have to push the primer. Pretty sure that's how you do it. Oh, pilot. So you turn it to pilot, push it in, hit the igniter. So you're going to be watching me for the next 5 minutes try to get this to light. I'm pretty sure our igniter's bad because I did see spark and I have no idea why the hell it was not lighting. So if you're ever in this situation, you don't have to spend 10 minutes trying to figure this out. Read the manual and figure all that out. More than likely my igniter's bad, causing it not to spark, or the gas was just it didn't purge enough air and I just was impatient. I needed to let it sit for a while. I didn't want to wait. I grabbed a lighter and I first blew fresh air into it to make sure there wasn't like built up gas in there and then it would explode when I ignited it, so be cautious. I turned off the gas, let it sit for a little bit, then I came back, turned the gas valve on, counted 30 seconds, then I brought the lighter, and then I took the lighter and had this pilot pressed down, turned the light, clicked the lighter on, the flame came on for the pilot, I held the button for 30 seconds, and then I released it. After that, then the pilot would stay lit. And then I'm going to show you towards the end now how I tested it, and we're going to show you the ratings. Now, mind you, when we do these test ratings, you're going to see that it comes up as like 260 millivolts. It actually needs to get to 280 minimum. So it was warming up, and I wasn't being patient enough. So every time I try to fire it, it would just die, and the pilot would go out. You have to wait for it to go at a minimum of 280, so that way it can actually kick on and fire on. I said this one should operate between 5 and 700. That's what I was instructed on. That is not the case. It actually fired right after 280. So don't panic if you see 5 to 700 and you're like, oh, what the hell? You know, I'm only getting 280. That's actually nominal. So we let it run. Finally gets to 280, and then I call for heat by setting the thermostat. I just move it over to like 60, 70 degrees, and then you can hear it ignite, and all the burners come on. So it was, in fact, the thermopile. And for 18 bucks, guys, we just fixed our problem. My dad was panicking, calling, oh, I got to call a plumber. Oh, I'll buy a new gas valve for $200. He ordered a thermostat for $70. I'm like, yo, return all that shit. Let me try this. And just a YouTube video and a little practice, and now I'm regurgitating the same information. And just to, give you another video to prove that, hey, the thermopile, if it's under that 280 millivolt, see, 240, it slowly climbs too as it was heating up. So that's what told me that it was not warm enough. But with a little patience, we got it good. This should be pulling 500 to 600 millivolts. Does that mean I have a bad gas valve that's not allowing it to peak? That's weird. It's climbing. We're almost at the 300 range. Maybe it needs to sit for a little bit. We'll be back, guys. I'll try. All right, guys. So I was patient. Woo, that is hot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wanted to show you the flames, but I have a picture I'll just show you. Holy shit. Let me see. Oh, that burned. Ow. Let me do it this way. Holy fuck. Yo, who would have thought that window gets that hot? Okay. Proof it's working. Whew. Who would have thought fire's hot? Bunga bunga. Oh. Okay. Heater needs to go back together, but long story short, guys, it was the thermopile. When pilot works, but when you go to call for heat and it doesn't heat, more than likely it is this. So I'm going to set this to... Cool. All done. Thermostat was not needed. That's how you do it. Deuces.
Oh, yeah.